In this video, we're going to cover the deployment and putting away the awning.
Okay.
Now remember, if it's really windy, say gusts of up to 25 to 30 miles per hour, that really is exceeding the maximum wind that the awning can handle. And if it's damaged by that, the person renting it would be liable if they didn't take it down. So just keep that in mind. It's good up to those speeds, and it really adds a lot to your camping experience or your event experience, but it's not designed for gale force winds. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take off the tube cap down here where the posts are stored. Inside here, you can pull out the posts which support the awning.
Okay.
There are 3 posts, and you'll want to get them arranged before you pull down the awning fabric so that you can get the awning put up quickly and not scratch the exterior of the Airstream. The center post has a little C-shaped bit on the end of it, and it has a sharp bend on the other end. Center post, you'll just want to set right in the middle. And then there's a left and a right support post. And the support posts have kind of an L-shaped knob on each end. If you were to point the L-shaped knobs towards each other, you'd want them to bend. You'd want them to bend up when they're facing the Airstream. So this would be the correct orientation. Like this would be incorrect, and they wouldn't fit in the brackets. So make sure the bend is up and the knobs are pointing each other, and that pointing towards each other, and that'll be the correct orientation. Okay, so now you're going to remove the Velcro straps that hold the awning fabric in its stowed position, starting with the outside straps and working your way towards the center strap. You want to do the center strap last. After you get the center strap released, you'll be able to get the top cover out of the way, and then the awning itself just unrolls. Make sure as you're unrolling the awning that you pull the fabric away from the Airstream and don't let it drag against the Airstream, or you could scratch the aluminum finish. Okay, so on each end you're going to find a Velcro strap and a rope. And what you're going to want to do is take your post that you already got out, making sure that it's in the correct orientation, and it's a tight fit, but you want to get the post into the rod that supports the end of the awning fabric. Then what you'll do is you'll take your Velcro strap and you're going to feed the Velcro strap around the outside of that rod. Doesn't have to be too tight, but just get it tight enough that you know the awning isn't going to bunch up on that rod. And you're going to do that on both sides. Go ahead.
Okay.
So go ahead and do the same thing on this other side. Once you have both the sides on, then you can lift up the whole awning in the middle and put the center post in. center post also uses a Velcro strap. And what you have to do with this strap is feed it up and around the post through this loop. You'll feed it up and around the post that that runs through the end of the awning fabric. You can go ahead and secure the Velcro strap. This will make sure the center post doesn't pop out. It will pop out under a gust of wind if you don't have that Velcro there. Then what you're going to want to do is just take the side post, starting on one side, and lift it up, making sure to keep pushing it away from the Airstream. You don't want it to drive into the side and scratch up the finish. And just pop it in place. Then you can take the rope that comes with it, and this loop at the end of the rope will fit down in the cleat. You can see how the wind wants to lift up the awning. So you use these cables to make sure that it's not able to do that. The final step is just to secure the center post and its bracket, or like that. Now, of course, the ambiance of the awning is never quite complete until you put up some bistro lights, which can be found in the kitchen table, along with an extension cord, and you can attach them pretty easily. All you have to do to run the bistro lights is plug the extension cord in to this exterior receptacle. And if you have either the inverter running, or if you have the trailer plugged in to 110 volts or to a generator, there will be power coming to this receptacle and it'll run the bistro lights. Then the lights themselves have little clips that you can hang from the loops in the awning, like such. And then just work your way around, hanging up the bistro lights. Each strand makes it approximately halfway around the awning. So you'll want to take the Airstream down if you're moving from one site to another, or if the wind starts to pick up and you're concerned that it might continue to build. The awning comes down in the reverse order in which you put it up, but you might want to keep in mind if the wind is getting stronger that a second person can be really helpful. There's about 8 to 10 mile an hour wind today, and as you can see, it's not too difficult, but if the wind did pick up, it could be more difficult. So just keep that in mind. So taking it down, again, you're just going to repeat the process. Make sure that you are firmly holding the posts so that they don't push back against the surface of the Airstream and scratch the finish. And you let it come down. You're going to remove the Velcro strap, and you can set down the post. On each end, go ahead and remove the rope that holds the awning down. Just push it out. Let it come down. Here's another area where it can be handy to have a second person. I can just hold this post like this, or my helper can, while I go work on the other post. It makes it a lot easier. So even if you are by yourself and don't have a person to help hold this, if the wind is light, you can just leave it in this position and you'll be able to take down the other posts and go on.
Okay.
So once you've removed both the posts from the trailers, you can take out the Velcro and then pop out this pole. It might be a little bit tight. That's okay. Just give it a little bit of a tap with your hand as you grab onto it, and it it tends to come out. Now, if you don't have another person at this point, don't just let the tarp fall, but take your stepladder and put it under, so the tarp can't go all the way back against the trailer, and it'll make things easier on the other side. We'll do the exact same thing we did. Remove the Velcro. You got to pull out this this post. So give it a tap. It comes right out. Now you take your ropes and throw them over the top of the awning fabric. And you can take the whole awning and just roll it up. And then this top flap, you want to get that over the top of the awning. So you'll make sure that's free and can go over the top. And then you can take your Velcro strap up here, feed it through, and secure the awning in place. You're going to want to do that for all the Velcro straps.